Good morning, guys. Welcome to the stream. Glad to be back today. I hope everybody had a fantastic 4th of July weekend. I know it was a nice extended weekend for everybody. Obviously, we weren't trading yesterday, but yeah, it was a great weekend for me. Hopefully, you guys shot off a lot of fireworks, had some nice celebration, but nonetheless, back to the markets this morning and looking at the market, it's honestly not too hot today. SPY is in the red by a good amount today. I noticed a lot of big tech stocks were down, like Apple, Microsoft, Tesla again. Unfortunately, we're seeing a lot of these stocks continue today to pull back to the downside once again. I know a lot of big chip stocks like AMD, Nvidia, and stocks like that are still in the red even more. Sean Cornish's stock SOXS is on fire today, which is kind of funny. I know SOXS is like a bear semiconductor ETF. So looking at that one, it's up 8.8%. That thing is exploding. But yeah, that's honestly the only stock green just about on my watch list. I see like Walmart, I see like LI is green actually. Costco, some of those stocks are green, but nonetheless, like look at BABA today. BABA just fell off the table here at market open. That was a brutal move to the downside. But as always, guys, let me know what stocks you guys are watching and we will take a look at those. But yeah, BABA just got totally destroyed here. I mean, looking at the stock, it's falling down towards that 111.38 to 112 support. Just looking terrible right here with the way that it fell off. Only down like 2.4%, but still pretty bad intraday move this morning. It kind of looked like they were gapping up in pre-market, but yeah, there we go. It's starting to fall back down a little bit more there, but yeah, thank you guys so much for joining up today. Of course, as always, thank you Mike, Jamie, Bill, George, Hunter. If you didn't hear me before, hopefully I hope you guys had a great 4th of July weekend, of course. It was awesome for me, did a lot of celebrating and stuff like that. I love the 4th of July. It's one of my favorites. Hunter I saw join the stream. Man, I saw he had some pretty awesome fireworks that were going off there. That was pretty cool. But nonetheless, yeah, going back to the market here, looking at the SPY, we are approaching some pretty big support. Like I said with QQQ as well. So SPY is getting really close to 372.50, which was a big level last week. There was also a lot of movement right around 374 as well. So we're gonna have to see where the SPY ends up settling today. Honestly, I'm not too bullish here. We're breaking down pretty low here in pre-market. It's definitely not the best thing to see. Here we go. QQQ falling down honestly right below 277 right now, which has been a pretty big support. So below 277, then I'm looking at like 275, 78 down there, just a little bit lower, but yeah, it's a crazy morning. Lots of stocks are falling off. Like I said, looking at my watch list to the downside today, unfortunately, Redbox is down, which a lot of people thought was gonna do another short squeeze or something like that. But you can see it's down 7.3%. And if we look at it on like a max daily, man, it's really down. It had highs of like 18. Now we're all the way down to 563. That is definitely a big move lower. And then we're also seeing cruise lines and airlines continue to get destroyed here, like RCL, CCL, UAL, United Airlines, also down. Carnival Cruise Lines, though, they had that bad news with Morgan Stanley, I think it was last week. Morgan Stanley actually said they could see Carnival going to zero if we see another issue with travel or delays or something like that. They said if there's another bad issue here, we could see Carnival go under. But I don't know, sounds so weird to that a bank would say that. But yes, a little bit strange, but nonetheless, I guess their analysts are looking at it and hey, I know these cruise lines have had a lot of issues lately, and when we look at earnings on like a max daily chart, just look at that EPS. It's been negative, 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 like continuous negative reports ever since COVID happened. So kind of strange how much they've been hurt from all this stuff. But I was thinking travel would get back better this summer, and they said travel was getting better. But now with inflation, I would bet travel is gonna fall back down a little bit more. Obviously, people aren't trying to spend, you know, $700 or $800 on plane tickets right now. At least not most people will say. But obviously you do if you have to travel, of course. I just saying, you know, obviously like most people try not to if they can help from it, especially with prices being like $100 or $200 higher because of jet fuel or something like that. Yeah, Hunter said 4th of July is fantastic. Yeah, I love that. It's what's like my favorite holiday. E says morning all, let's go. Yeah, thank you so much for joining up, E. As always, guys, let me know what stocks you guys are looking at this morning. I'm really keeping my eyes here on Tesla. They are falling off, falling right below support. That is a big support that we're starting to finally fall under here. So definitely be aware here with Tesla. This is not a good look, and I hope that it holds up. But yeah, it's definitely not looking hot here this morning at all. I wasn't really seeing any like too crazy of news yet today, making the markets like pop up or down or anything like that too much. Just like recession fears. I ran to CNBC to see if there's anything big. I did see some stuff with Ford. I know automakers posted some stuff over the weekend. Tesla actually had a pretty bad miss of their deliveries over the weekend. I'm surprised I'm not seeing anything about that on CNBC today. I might, you know, we might see it soon, but right now, at least on CNBC, I'm not seeing any headlines. Obviously, though, this news came out over the weekend, so, you know, I don't blame them for not throwing it up there this morning, but, you know, I figured it would definitely be something big to talk about because they have Ford on the headline, but then again, Ford has good news rather than bad news, I guess. Well, actually, it's a little bit mixed. Here, we'll look at Ford real quick. Let's see. The stock is just not good today at all, that's for sure, but let's check this article out. It's not a bad article, really. It's pretty good. I'm gonna fix my screen here really quick so that this is viewable for you guys good. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, Ford reports slight uptick in sales that misses analyst expectations. So they did have an uptick in sales, but they missed expectations. Analysts expected the sales to increase between 3.3 and 5.1%, but they only reported a 1.8% increase. So that really is a bit of a miss there, actually. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Let's read into this a little bit more. It says they easily outperformed the industry during the quarter. Overall sales were forecast to be down between 19 and 21% from the second quarter of last year. Wow, that's pretty rough. Automakers have been scrambling to rebuild dealer inventories that have been hit hard by production cuts amid a global shortage of semiconductor chips and other key automotive components. So, yeah, definitely not good for them. They're talking about their F-Series trucks and all that type of stuff like this. The sales of their F-Series trucks improved to 57,673 units in June, their highest monthly total of 2022. So, that's good to see that they sold that many trucks in June. I know they always sell a lot of trucks. I believe they're the leader in trucks in the U.S. still. I know they were for a lot of years, but yeah, I believe that the F-Series is still there. He says NIO is stepping down. Let's see. NIO, good old NIO this morning. Yeah, it is. It's having a pretty bad move to the downside there. Whenever you said they're stepping down, are you looking at some news on them? Like, is the CEO stepping down, or you just mean like the stock is stepping down? Yeah, it looks like just the stock stepping down, at least from what I see. So yeah, that's pretty crazy to see them down again, although I'm not too surprised. I will say BABA, look at BABA. They got destroyed today at market open. I mean, that was just a terrible drop that BABA unfortunately had here today. Hey, good morning, Vicky. Hopefully I hope you had a great weekend. If you did, let me know if you did anything awesome there, Vicky. But yeah, hopefully you had a nice 4th of July. I know I sure did. The fireworks were awesome. Everything was great like that. But lots of big stocks are falling off today, Vicky. Not the type of start to the week that you'd want after a nice 3-day extended weekend like that. But yeah, big move down here. Looking at other stocks in the market though, kind of getting into some of the ones we don't talk about too much. Looking at like EA today, like just some gaming stocks. I noticed that they kind of gapped down today. I noticed Take-Two Interactive, or TTWO, was also falling off. We have Asana also falling down today as well, down 1.6%. That is definitely not good. I mean, just almost every stock on my watch list is down. Only a few are in the green. Yeah, just a little bit. I did notice, guys, for some reason, Chewy just continues to move up. I mean, Chewy is really outperforming here pretty big. It's awesome to see that. See that they are continuing to move up as well. That is a big move with Chewy, guys. I mean, it's big on a day where most stocks are tanking off. Yeah, they're holding up a lot better than most stocks are. Yeah, that's pretty good, up 0.22%. You can see the 1 minute starting to like turn back to the upside now, right here. See some nice candles coming in. Zooming in on the 1 minute's funny. You always see like a heartbeat monitor or something like that. But let's see, what else do we have moving this morning? Vicky, if you're looking at anything specific this morning, let me know and I will check that out, of course. Guys, let me know what stocks you guys are seeing. I mean, there's definitely some good momentum coming in here. Just let me know what stocks are moving here or what you guys are trading. I'll definitely be interested to know what you guys are trading because, of course, it's always cool to just see what everybody's got. You know, like, for example, if a lot of people all think that, you know, SPY is going to go up or something, who knows? It might be pretty cool to watch that. But, yeah, nonetheless, this morning, a lot of EV stocks are down, like Rivian, Lucid. Unfortunately, those things really tanked. Like I said earlier, Tesla was down a lot. It is now coming back slightly, but yeah, those EV stocks really did get hit very, very hard today. Yeah, that is just not what you want to see at all out of these stocks. Let's see, what about casino stocks? Let's see, like Penn Gaming. I know they've been getting, oh my gosh, down 3.5%, just straight up gap down today at open. Not the type of move that you want to see with them, but they are starting to now fall back below 30, which is not a good sign. But I will say Penn seems like a pretty good stock to pick up here. I just don't know how casinos are going to do with inflation, but nonetheless, Penn is not looking bad for a longer term buy, that is, guys. Longer term. Obviously, today it looks terrible. MGM is dipping a lot too. This one I like a lot better than Penn if I can get it at the right price. Yeah, that one's actually not bad today at all. Let's see, what else do we have moving though? Pfizer, another big stock falling off to the downside right after they hit a big support. Bounced right off of a big support last week. Let's see what that support, or that resistance, I mean, sorry guys. That big resistance up there around 52.90 to 53. Yeah, it rejected them once again. That was another just terrible move to the downside. Mike says he's waiting for Baba to drop down to 100 again. That's great to see. Let's see. Yeah, oh, 100. Yeah, they're far away from there right now, like 14 points. Yeah, if we get back down to 100, Mike, I'll be with you down there about looking at them again. But hopefully we don't even get down there. I have a good feeling we might end up holding somewhere up here and rising back. I will say I like this setup. It looks fairly bullish in my eyes. I think I'm seeing some pretty good price action. I hope that they don't fall back down to 100, but yeah, the 100 would be rough there, Mike. That is funny, but yeah, guys, don't forget to smash that like button, of course. I'd always appreciate that. Smash it for the 4th of July. You know, it was yesterday, but hey, we can always celebrate it again. Like I said earlier, it's one of my favorite holidays. And Vicky says, thank you, Tom. It looks like you had a fun one. Love to commemorate the 4th, the best country in the world, land of the brave and the generous. I have nothing in mind right now, just watching what will happen with Tesla today. The market is unforgiving. Yeah, it definitely is. Definitely is there, Vicky, for sure. I'm looking at Tesla pretty hard today for some puts. We had a pretty bad drop this morning, and I have a bad feeling that Tesla might continue to go a little bit lower here in the shorter term. It's really looking like it's like turning over here, and I hate to say it, but it looks like some red is coming in, unfortunately. Like, looking at the way that the price action is going on this daily chart, it's looking pretty rough with the way that that big red candle's moving today. I have a bad feeling we might approach that support down there around like 630 or something like that again. Let's see what level that was exactly for you. Yeah, somewhere right around 630 I'm seeing is a pretty big support. Then under that, down around 617 to 620. So big levels coming up, Vicky, I will say. But today looks like another bad red day, continuing off of the bad pressure from last week. Tesla was really looking like it might even out last week. Like, I was seriously eyeing this one up pretty hard. You guys can see I had this drawing on here since before today, so it's pretty big to see it now falling under that. Could have been a pretty good put play this morning, I guess, though, if you would have noticed the drop right away. Sometimes it's hard to notice, though, especially right at market open. That could have maybe been a pretty good play, but yeah, like I said, it looks like we might have to just play puts today, almost no matter what you're playing. Just about everything's down. Sorry about that. But yeah, just about everything's down today. Let's see, Oxy's even down. I mean, even crude oil's falling down. Crude slash CL tanking off, down 5%, down to 103. That is a terrible, terrible drop there. Even AMC is down. That's just, man, it's a rough day again, guys. It might be another rough week in the market here. I sure hope it's not, but, you know, I would not be surprised if it was. Hang on one second. I'm going to look at trading economics. Let's look at the calendar for this week because we have some pretty big stuff coming up here. We are not in August yet. Let's see. Hang on here, guys. It has me in August. Hang on. Let's see. This week, I guess, is what we look at. Yeah. This week. So, we do have some pretty big stuff coming up. Wednesday, looks like we're going to have ISM non-manufacturing PMI. I know I always hear about that one a little bit whenever it comes out. FOMC minutes, though, guys, Wednesday is going to probably be the biggest thing this week, of course. Everybody always talks about that. So don't forget about the minutes on Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern time. So that'll be a pretty big event, like I said. Of course, the market will probably move. I'm sure that it'll probably end up falling down or something like that, though. So be aware, but it's definitely going to be a pretty big thing here. Let's see. Wow, guys. Hey, I have some pretty big news coming up. NIO's going to have... They're going to have Power Day on Wednesday. So that could be a pretty big event there with NIO. Yeah, NIO's going to have a NIO Power Day is what they call it. Huh. Very interesting. Let's see if there's any articles about that. NIO Power Day. Let's see. Oh, nice. Okay, it's online on July 6th. Okay, it's online, so I mean, that's good, but then again, it's bad. I don't know how that'll affect the event at all. Yeah, here, I'll just send this out. Got the Benzinga article there. Yeah, it's a pretty big event, though, guys. That might be pretty big for, obviously, for NIO this week. It's going to be a pretty big one. I know a lot of people hold and love to trade NIO, so figured I'd alert you guys to that. NIO's price today is pretty rough, down to 20.35 there. Not the type of move that everyone's looking for. Definitely not what you want. Sean says LabU is making a comeback. Yeah, Sean, I saw that. LabU. And I also saw SOXS was coming up. Wow, look at LabU. You're right, that thing is really coming back. But look at SOXS, Sean. I was eyeing that up today again. And I was like, man, that thing goes up every day for Sean. But yeah, LabU too. Great plays with LabU, Sean. Glad to see that one's moving back. Glad to see you join the stream too. Hopefully you had a great weekend, Sean. Glad to see you in here. Hopefully your merger's getting there, Sean. I know you said it's going to be done soon, so yeah, maybe you can have some nice peaceful days here sometime shortly. J Deep says Roblox going up from open. Let's see, RBLX definitely is. J Deep, great call there. It's up into the green, which is amazing. Yeah. I've noticed actually a few growth stocks have slowly but surely they started to move back up today. Kind of like you said, Roblox. I'm seeing Zoom up in the green actually too. LI, DraftKings, are they green? Oh, they almost are. I better be quiet. Let's see what else. Asana's in the green, so yeah, glad to see that these stocks are coming back. While we do have some stocks selling off in big ways, I'm really happy to see these ones coming back, especially a lot of the growth plays. That's definitely helpful today. But guys, I noticed one stock that is kind of moving back up again today, and I think that it's going to be a very interesting mover for today and maybe for this week. Is Smith and Wesson. They're down around $13, which is a pretty big support level on Smith and Wesson, and they're bouncing off of it again. So looking at their stock here, I'm gonna look on like a 90-day, 15-minute chart. Yeah, $13 support. It does not look bad. I mean, it could end up being like a pretty good buying opportunity here if you guys are looking to eye that up. I mean, who knows? Maybe it can hold the support of the past couple weeks or not. It definitely looks like a pretty good little play here, I think, though. I'm liking the way that it's setting up today. That's for sure. Yeah, it's not a bad move. Sorry about that, guys. Had to grab a quick drink there. But yeah, I just had to get a quick drink. But yeah, these gun stocks are looking pretty hot. I don't know like where they're gonna do or where they're gonna end up holding at here, but $13 is a pretty nice support level, and I'll tell you, it looks like a pretty good buying opportunity. So if you guys are bullish here, buying it somewhere around 13.55, I don't think would be a bad thing to do if you think that these gun stocks will rise. You know, some people like to argue that gun stocks might end up going down, and they very well might, but if it ends up holding here, we might see a pretty good move again to the upside. So I like that decent little support, though. That's honestly not bad. Let's go back to Tilray. Let's see, Tilray, CGC. Look at these marijuana stocks, guys. CGC, oh my gosh. CGC is $2.62. Whoa. Guys, that is brutal. That is a big move. Wow. Here, look on this chart, guys. So we're at $2.62 here on CGC, or Canopy Growth. And if I zoom into where I bought the stock last, I mean, or where I own the stock, this is just nuts. I mean, I own the stock back here whenever I had these drawings from the past. I don't think I've ever cleared these drawings on CGC. I don't know how long they've been on this account, but nonetheless, it's pretty cool to still see them on here. Yeah, obviously it did great. It broke out there for a while, and we saw some big moves with CGC and some of those marijuana stocks. But up there, right at the top, guys, Canada legalized marijuana on it was like right around the top up here. So very interesting because they legalized and then the stock ended up just tanking off. It was like everybody was like, "What's happening?" Because everyone was like thinking that the market would go up, but they ran out of marijuana and they had a whole bunch of issues with it. So it ended up being pretty crazy. But yeah, I owned it here. And me and my grandfather were trading this back before he passed, and yeah, it's all the way down now to $2.63. Man, I'm glad that I'm glad we didn't hold that one. Wow, that is a bad move. I guess that their inconsistencies started to show whenever they started, uh, whenever marijuana became legalized, because once that happened, they ran out of supply, and these companies just got destroyed. It was pretty insane to see how bad they actually fell. But yeah, let's go check back in on Tesla here. Not Tesla of 2014. That's only Tesla at $40. That's insane. Let's see how they're doing today, though. Yeah, they ended up moving even lower, actually. Unfortunately, I know Vicky said she was watching Tesla. Yeah, it fell even lower down towards 650. That is not the type of move that you want at all. Iranical says they think the market start to rebound. I hope so, Iranical. Purdy, good morning. Thank you so much for joining up again. Glad to see you coming back to the stream. Of course, as always, Purdy, let me know what stocks you're watching today, but we're seeing a lot of stuff going on in the markets today. Sean Cornish says, oh, the merger is getting drug out another month. Jokers not going to be around on Wednesday through Friday. Got a pretty serious golf tourney. There you go, Sean. I hope you have some fun in that tournament there. Always fun to see tournaments in the middle of the week. But yeah, I hope you end up winning that, Sean. Let me know how you do. Let me know in Discord or even if you join up in here. But yeah, I'll definitely be interested in that one. I actually didn't even get to play much golf this past weekend. I will say it felt a little bit strange not to play. I gotta go to the range a little bit more this week, Sean. Even last week I only went like 2 times, so I need to get back into the flow of things and maybe get the swing more dialed in. I will say though, last week my swing was feeling pretty hot, so we'll have to see how it's doing again. It's tough to play when it's like 100 degrees outside, though. I will say this St. Louis weather has been just atrocious lately, guys. But yeah, again, thank you guys for joining up. Always glad to see you guys back in here again today. J Deep earlier said Roblox just kept going. Let's see it again. RBLX. Yeah, it did. It kept going. Started to come back down a little bit now. But yeah, it did really, wow, ran up to 36.50. It's a big pop since open, actually. Let's see what else is moving, though. The SPY. Yeah, the good old S&P 500 here. SPY is moving down below the low of last week. Actually, right to that low of last week. Yeah, that low is right around 372.50. We'll have to see how this one goes, guys. But we're right down around support again. Not what you want to see. Definitely not how you want to start the week here. But, guys, don't forget to smash that like button, as always. It really helps the streams out. This week, I'd love to try to get up to, like, maybe 20 or 30 likes on one of the streams. Not saying today, but, hey, that always helps out. And, I'd love to get some more viewers and stuff like that in here. See some nice fresh faces. Get some nice conversations going. But, yeah, I mean, just lots of crazy moves today. Cannot believe that. So today in pre-market, whenever I was like, honestly, like going to bed last night, I saw the market was holding up pretty well. Then this morning, it is just really down, like below 374. I mean, pre-market was brutal, down below 380. Like, I never expected we'd open up down today at 376 after closing yesterday. I mean, it's not too surprising, but you know what I mean. It's just, obviously, it's a pretty crazy move, nonetheless. Let's see, though, going back to my watch list today, trying to see some more stocks popping up or falling off today. I noticed Moderna is actually popping up. I don't know if you guys have been looking at Moderna at all over the past couple months, but it's been really consolidating down here at the bottom, and we're moving back up above 150 now, which is pretty awesome. So that's actually a pretty good move. That's not a bad move at all, for the longer term. It could maybe end up being maybe like a pretty good pop back up here soon. Looks like a pretty good like long-term dip buy, honestly, down here. But keep in mind, guys, it looks that way. That does not mean that that is the case. But I will say that's a big support it's been bouncing off of. I kind of like this setup, actually. It's moving back above the 100 SMA. Look at the purple 100 SMA on the chart right now. We had, before the drop recently, we had tons of bounces off of that 100 SMA. Like right here, just 2 bounces, another bounce, another bounce. Then we had a breakdown below. Now we're finally after like a year or more of being below the 100 SMA, we're now moving back above it with Moderna. So be on the lookout, guys. We might go back on like a slight uptrend here. This actually looks pretty good. It does not look bad at all. Yeah, up to 155. Yeah, not bad at all. I'll take that. I'll take that most days out of the week. I mean, that's for sure. Yeah, great move. Up 3.4%. I mean, look at that intraday. Look at these intraday candles. It's really popping up. Roblox is coming back, though. Yeah, Roblox is coming back. There we go on that 1 minute candles. Yeah, popping back up to like 36.50. Definitely not too bad. Yeah, up to 36.50. Big move up this morning, 3.1%. But guys, what's weird is like we're seeing some stocks moving up, which is great, and I mean I love to see that. But look at the SPY. SPY is all the way back down again, bouncing right at that low of day, making a new low of day actually right now, almost down back below 373. Be on the lookout, guys. I mean, a lot of selling pressure coming in. Like, where are we seeing the selling pressure today? Let me pull up the heat map here. Heat map, Finviz. Figured it would pop up since I go there all the time, but yeah, let's see. Wow. Wow. That heat map is rough. Oh, wow. Few stocks are green. Like I said, we're able to find some stocks here today, but yeah, that opening heat map is really bad. Yeah, that is a big difference, guys. I mean, this is terrible. I haven't seen a heat map this red in a while. Usually I'll see at least the oil sector green or something, at least lately. The only thing semi-green is biotech, like Moderna. That's just about it. Like Sean's Lab U might be the only thing moving. Let's see. Yeah, see, like that's holding up. Good thing you have Lab U, Sean, but yeah, look at this. This is just guys, these banks 3.88% down. Bank of America 3%. Citigroup 3.6, Wells Fargo 2.89. I mean, this is just the not the type of move that you want. Yeah, that is just this is not what we want to see at market open, guys. This is terrible here. Vicky says levels on Amazon, please, Tom. Definitely, I'll check that out for you, Vicky. 100%. Amazon. I've been loving Amazon lately. It's been making for some great day trading opportunities, Vicky. Ooh, I'll tell you that. Hmm. Ooh, Vicky, I like this setup a lot, actually. Well, I don't want you to get too bullish on this, Vicky here, but yeah, I don't want you to get too bullish on this based off of me right now, but I will say this looks like a pretty hot setup here. I mean, whenever you look at technicals and you talk about technical patterns, like here, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. This candle on May 12th is going to line up perfect with where we are. And you can see we've hit support a ton of times, and then we rebounced off of this other support again today. So man, we're seeing some great bounces here, Vicky. So as far as right where the big levels are, the big level is right here, like at 102. Okay, like we've had a ton of bounces at like 102. You could say 102.50 on Amazon, but yeah, I think this looks like a pretty bullish setup here, Vicky. Back to the upside. I kind of like this on Amazon. Now, I know that it's not going to be everybody's favorite, especially with SPY looking the way it looks right now. And I'm just going just based off a setup, so it doesn't mean that it can't fall. But yeah, like I said, this is looking pretty hot to me. Big support at 102.50, Vicky. I have another support here right around 106.50, which is like right where we bounced off of the low of day today at. Now, I've had these drawings on my chart here for a couple weeks now, since before today, obviously. So it's you know, these have been holding up for a while now. It's not like I just threw them on here today. But yeah, it's I hope that the stock ends up bouncing up, Vicky. I will say Amazon looks very good down here in that type of setup. I like this type of setup, like looking at the 1 year daily. Um, we saw two double bounces down here a little bit lower, and then we saw it again touch like at that 102.50 level. Sorry guys, had to yawn there, but yeah, I saw lots of bounces around that like 102.50 level there, and That's two bounces again now. So it's kind of like a bit of like an inverse head and shoulders pattern. But I will say, just be careful with it. It's not my favorite setup ever, but we could definitely continue down. What I'm really looking for is like, I feel like over the next 2 or 3 days, we're going to start to finally have a big move off of this area. Like, I don't think that we're just going to stay like right here. Like over the next 2 or 3 days, I think we're finally either going to push down below 101.26, or we're going to maybe pop up above, back up to like 120 or something. So I think that could be big as far as moving up there. Oh, and Vicky says, watch it. What about the resistance? Yeah. Yeah, I think I might have forgotten to mention the resistance, but big resistance, Vicky, right here at 110, right at the top. I think resistance at 110 is going to be huge. Yeah, 110 is a huge level there, Vicky. I've seen also some bounces, obviously, the past few days around like 109.52. Like 109.50 is what I mean. But yeah, 109.50 to 110. If we could break above 110, I think we could start moving back up. So yeah, resistance 110, Vicky. That'll also be right around that 1,000 SMA too. So definitely watch that in the short term. If we break above 110, it looks like up here at the top, I would say 114, and then after that, 118 to 120. Like I said, 120 would be a big level that I think that we could end up getting to today. SM fan says, hi, Tom. Calls are safe, you think? And then they said Apple calls. Let's see. Okay. Glad you got specific. Yeah, let's see. Apple calls. Wow, it's kind of holding up today like Amazon. It's not green, but like it's holding up a little bit. Let's see it on that 1-year daily. Yeah, again, it bounced right off of the line. Let's see. Yeah, again, it bounced like really close to some of these levels here. So I don't know, calls on Apple are a little bit tougher for me here, SM fan. And here, guys, I'll show you a really good setup that I'm seeing right here with Apple for calls if you guys want to play it. Now, keep in mind, not everyone likes these trend lines like I do, but look at the bright blue trend line on my chart, okay? We've gotten rejected a ton of times, like rejection, 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 rejection. We've bounced off of this line time and time again. Now, we've been having a lot of issues getting back above here. And it looks like right now Apple's either going to break above this trend line and maybe start to fly up, which SM fan, if I see us break above this trend line, I might look at calls. But until we break above that, I'm going to look at puts today, SM fan. So that's going to be how I play Apple here. If I see that good breakout, that's going to be pretty tempting. So I hope to see that break out of that. Keep in mind, you have to go to the 1-hour chart to see that, right? At least on my chart, if I go to the 5-minute, you can see it moves down and gets all like down into the play a little bit. Doesn't look quite as good, but yeah, nonetheless though, it's we need it to pop back above that trend line is the main thing that I'm trying to say there. And once we see that, SM fan, I think we'll be good. Corner says LabU, Beyond, and Roblox are all I see that's green. Yeah, exactly. LabU. LabU. Let's see. So I have a lot green, Sean. Actually, it's Chewy, CHWY, has been exploding this morning. It's done very, very well despite a lot of other stocks moving down, Sean. So yeah, we actually have a few stocks green here. Chewy's in the green. We have Roblox running up, like you mentioned. They are really exploding. That's probably my favorite one out of all of them right there. Then we have Asana moving up, which is big. Yeah, that's actually not a bad move. Yeah, Asana's not having a bad move at all either, Sean. 3.5%. We have Zoom popping up a little bit as well. Like a lot of these growth plays are starting to come back to. Oh, wow, guys. Zoom on the 1 minute. I mean, they are really starting to pop. That's great. Even MU, Sean. MU is coming back, which is interesting. Even though SOXS is dying off, that must be because of AMD and NVIDIA. Yeah, AMD and NVIDIA are like leading the charge down for these stocks. Let's see Intel. I'm sure they're down too. Yeah, 1.5%. Intel fell down to 36. Where did I keep saying I think it could go to? Was it 35? Yeah, it was 35. My low on Intel, guys, that I picked out is 35. Maybe 33 could be the low, but I'm hoping that somewhere we start settling down somewhere down here. I mean, the poor stock is turned over pretty hard there. It's actually a pretty bad move down. Not gonna lie, but LI, let's see. LI 1.88%. It's trying to come up actually. Having some decent little momentum here this morning off of $38. Yeah, actually guys, LI might be a pretty good little day trade if you guys are looking for something with some momentum that hasn't really exploded up too much yet, because it's holding its ground very well, and it just looks like we might have a decent little pop up there. Yeah, Roblox up 5.6%. Yeah, it's actually not a bad pop at all. Up to around $37. Huh. Yeah, not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it with Roblox, guys. I mean, that is really good. Wow, and it just keeps going. How high do you guys think Roblox can get today? I mean, jeez, what are we gonna do? Go up to like $38 or something, or 40? I mean, this is just insane. But what is awesome though, too, guys, is the SPY. We're finally seeing SPY settle down this morning off of 373. Thank God we touched support, because wow, that was just brutal to see them continuing to sit there. SM fan says, what about Tesla? Let's see, good old Tesla here. Let's see, Tesla, $650 bounce. Hey, you know, they're asking about calls on Tesla. This could be pretty good actually on Tesla, SM fan. It's a pretty big drop down right now, so you might be able to catch like a bit of like an intraday pop back to the upside if that's what you're looking for. Personally, it's not my favorite thing. Hey, we're starting to get close to breaking out here with Apple SM. So maybe calls will be pretty good here. It just, I think we need to break above 140, which is a huge resistance of the past couple days. Like $140.50 has been huge right there. So definitely just be on the lookout for those. But Vicky says, I like it when you get into technicals like that. Keep it on whenever possible. I appreciate it. Yeah, for sure. I'll definitely keep looking at technicals for sure, Vicky. I love technicals, and yeah, I love that. Especially like on Apple right there. That's great. Love seeing stuff like this, like these types of moves, Vicky, and then like you said, even some levels on Amazon, like different supports and resistances and stuff like that going on. And Sean puts LabU with some rockets. Yeah, there it goes. It continues to go, Sean. Plus 6.5% now. That's big. Vicky says growth stocks rallying. Yes, they are. They are really starting to rally, guys. Smash that like button for the growth stocks, because we are starting to roar back to life, which is great. DraftKings is now green. We're in the green. I'll take it. I mean, hey, compared to most stocks lately, any type of green, I'll be happy with DraftKings anyways. Let's see how Square, yeah, Square, still down in the red, but they're trying to come back. The Apple's actually even right now, is plus 0% on the day, and it really looks like Apple's starting to break back up. Like I said though, big resistance at 140, but I will say I'm liking this setup, especially on Amazon. Okay, I don't know why, guys, but to me the Amazon setup looks way better than a lot of the other plays that I'm seeing today. I don't know why, but I just love that daily setup. I feel like that Amazon is going to look really, really hot here this morning and possibly start to move back to the upside. Again, maybe over the next few days. I don't think it's going to like straight up explode, but over a few days, I think it has a good chance to go up. Raymond says, how about a short on Baidu and IBM? Let's see, good old Baidu and IBM. A short on Baidu. It's coming back today. I know that those China plays definitely got destroyed today, Raymond. I'm just not sure that I'd short Baidu right now. Yeah, I mean, it is up a little bit in the short term. It's a little bit overbought. I would personally say not to short that right now, Raymond. That's just me. I'm looking for another pop up with these China plays rather than a move down, but you know, that's just what I'm seeing based off of the current setup and everything. I don't blame you though if you want to play it down. I do see some resistance here. It's just I would rather like maybe play it for like a couple weeks out, maybe get some plays at the upside or something. I feel like that might be a better way to go with Baidu. Let's see IBM. Now IBM I think could end up falling off a little bit more, Raymond. Yeah, I feel like IBM is kind of stuck up here at the top. They're like got some pretty big resistances, and they're having some issues getting going this morning. That's for sure. Starting to fall back down just a little bit there. Yeah, they are just turning over slightly. Nothing like too insane, but they are definitely falling down a little bit. Give me 1 second, guys. Gonna grab a quick drink of water, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, I am back. But yeah, Vicky, growth stocks are rallying, like you said. They're doing very, very well. I hate to look at IBM that's going down right now whenever we have stuff like good old DraftKings popping up. But yeah, Raymond, I think IBM puts would be a lot better than shorting Baidu here. DraftKings, though, great day again. Big move back up. We'll take that. I know it's Beyond Meat. Yeah, just about every growth play now is back up in the green, but Beyond is up like 5%. That is a pretty big push up. Asana is actually up 7% now that I started looking. This one's roaring back to life here, up to 1924. That is pretty big, actually, as far as moves up today. Like 7.5%. That's no slouch, guys. Let's see, Matterport. MTTR is also up today, which is great to see. Let's go back to maybe some news here. Any big news that you guys have seen over the weekend or this morning that, was maybe like big for the market or something? Let me Tesla deliveries numbers. Here we go. Tesla delivery numbers. Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, on Saturday, Tesla actually reported vehicle delivery numbers here. So 1 year ago, Tesla delivered 201,250 vehicles in the second quarter. This time they delivered 254,000 vehicles in the quarter. So it was definitely up, but not as much as they should have seen. So, like, obviously, like it says here, the Shanghai factory has been shut down, or it could only operate partially because of all the stuff going on in China. So obviously that's not good. They have a lot of lockdowns and stuff like that still in the works. You can see the total deliveries, though, and the total production was pretty close again. Apparently, though, analysts were expecting deliveries of like 256,000 vehicles. So it looks like it came in slightly under that, just very slightly. Like it said, it missed. Like it said on that one article back there, it missed. Let's see. Yeah, it's first down quarter in a long time. They're saying here. So let me like read what they're saying into that. Let's see. They said first down quarter in a long time. Yeah, that's gonna be huge, guys. Whenever the Austin, Texas factory, I'm not sure if that's pumping things out yet or not, but that's gonna be huge for Tesla when it does. And then also, it's gonna be big when that Berlin factory opens up too over there in Germany. That'll be huge for selling over there in Europe and everything. And as we know, Teslas are probably just gonna get more popular as time goes on. Let's see. Tesla's vehicle delivery graph drops after 7 record quarters. Wow, so they had 7 record quarters in a row, and then this one had to drop. But yeah, it happens though, guys. Like you can't always have like like crazy moves with these stocks all the time like this. Obviously, like Tesla is a big company, and sometimes you'll see numbers not be the best. But let's go back to Tesla stock today. Maybe they're coming back. Yeah, they're coming back a little bit. Definitely not up as much as a lot of the growth plays are though, and yeah, it's definitely not not what you want to see here this morning, but yeah, not the type of movement that you want. But what's weird is a lot of growth is up, but now Enphase actually got destroyed this morning. Yeah, they just got utterly destroyed. I mean, they fell below, right below like 190. I mean, guys, that is not what you want to see out of Enphase right there. That is definitely not good. Not good with Enphase at all. Weird, but go to the day trading channel, guys, in Discord, the free day trading channel. Enphase once again. I mean, big move down. I had it below, below 192 this morning. If it broke below that, I had it as a nice play for puts, and yeah, it definitely exploded down below that. That is for sure. Good old Enphase. I feel kind of bad there. They had a terrible, terrible drop this morning, but yeah, it just all morning. Once we broke that support at like 192, I was like, we just need to go bearish on it today. Like we just busted below that, and then the market open just continued lower. So great play overall. It was down below 192 in pre-market, but yeah, it was a big move down there today though. Overall, Mike actually had square there. He said if it breaks below 64, if it breaks above 64.40, he likes that for calls, and it's actually trying to pop up towards 64.40 right now. So we'll have to see exactly how that can keep going, but yeah, that is insane. Palantir's green though. I know everybody loves a trade Palantir too. I know that's a pretty big stock there, up on everybody's radar. But if you guys want to check out any last minute stocks or anything like that, let me know and we will check it out before the stream is over here today. But yeah, just let me know and we will check it out, or we can go look at anything like gold, oil, Tesla, anything like that. Just let me know and we can check it out. I love seeing the plays that you guys are watching too. Of course, if you guys are watching anything specific, or if you're watching any stocks for like a breakout or anything like that, definitely let me know. Those are usually my favorite types of plays, or like plays that are like breaking or something like that. Let's go back to good old Asana though. 8% now. I mean, just continues to go higher. Every time we come back, it's up like another 2%, it seems like. If that keeps up all day, who knows? Maybe we'll be up like 100% by the end, but I doubt that's going to happen, of course. Let's see, CrowdStrike, yeah, 3.5%. I'm still waiting for that big breakout with Apple here. Actually, I think we might be seeing some pretty good confirmation with Apple. Vicky, I know you were asking about Apple earlier, and we're starting to move a little bit higher up above that trend line here on my chart. Like I said earlier, though, I'd love to see a good move up through 140. Let's go back to Amazon, too, because Amazon was one of my favorites. Yeah, I mean, it's looking really good up around 110. That's a big resistance that we're coming up to, so it's probably going to slow down, but honestly, I could maybe see a breakout, like, later on today or something. Maybe if I see a bit of a dip, I might do like a dip buy or something like that with Amazon. That could be pretty nice. Let's see. What else is moving? Do we have anything with some good momentum right now? It seems like a lot of things were moving. Now they're starting to slow back down, like we said, like Zoom. Still doing decent. It's just over the past like 10 minutes, it's just been staying like right up here around the top. Yeah, we have DoorDash too, 4.48% to the upside. That's big. Micron, 2.2%. Let's see. Actually, Meta, or Facebook, it should be, is coming back up right now. Up to 161. Maybe this could be a nice recovery play this week. I know Meta is actually all the way down around lows, like all the way down around lows. If we touch 150, that's going to be just absolutely insane. They have a huge gap to fill on the daily, and yeah, I'd recommend slowly averaging into this one, guys. It is looking hot down here at the bottom, and yeah, it's looking honestly, in my opinion, really good back to the upside if we can maybe see like another big push back. But let's go back to CNBC really quick here and just see like what we have back on the news today. Let's refresh it. Let's see. Yum Brand says it's close to selling its Russian KFC business. That's funny. I'm surprised they still have it. I mean, we've already seen a ton of stuff go on like that. What's funny is like I think it was McDonald's. Like McDonald's left Russia and then Russia made their own McDonald's. It was kind of weird. Like here, I'll look it up. Russia McDonald's. Look at this. Rebranded McDonald's restaurants. So they took the McDonald's that were there because I guess McDonald's like sold them or abandoned them or something. So they took them now and they made their own version of McDonald's there. So weird. What's even weirder is it looks like they have snack wraps there, which which we don't even get here. That makes me sad. I wish we had those. Again. Yeah, look at this. This is so weird. Looks better than McDonald's. I want to see what the food looks like. They said it was all their double cheeseburger was almost the same. When asked if he thinks the rebranded chain will satisfy Russian customers, he says, "It's okay for these challenging times." I guess if you're Russian right now, I don't know. I'm curious. I don't know if like Russia, if the people there like what's going on or if they don't like it. I know some people like it. I'm just curious like if it's more of like do 50% of the people like it or do like 60% of the people like it? It's kind of tough. And I don't mean do they like McDonald's? I mean are they liking what Russia does? But yeah, I appreciate everybody joining up today again as always. I appreciate it. SM, Vicky, Sean, Raymond, E, Hunter, of course, George, Bill W, Jamie. Can't forget Mike Chang, Chang, of course, J Deep, Purdy. Yeah, Purdy. Thanks. Glad to see you again in here. Your name's Purdy Plays. We need to see some nice Purdy plays happen in the market today. That's for sure. If we do, maybe we can catch some nice runners to the upside if the market keeps recovering. You know, again, the SPY itself though is just staying low. But we're seeing lots of stocks like Apple start to pop up, Amazon, stocks like that starting to really move up. So glad to see the big movers, guys. Yeah, thank you, Vicky. As always, I appreciate you joining up. And yeah, hopefully you have a great rest of your day, guys. I appreciate it.